Yeah, I'd like to talk to you today about my thoughts on the guns in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Obviously, Infinite Warfare guns on it are pretty poor in my opinion, and Call of Duty guns have been poor for some time now. See, back Call of Duty 4, the Black Ops, they had real world guns, which many people would enjoy, as well as you can't really say it was an arcade realistic shooter, which don't go hand in hand, but Call of Duty emerged them well, and real world guns like give it the edge. But I'm only keep saying that because now the last few Call of Duties that have come out, they haven't had real world guns. They've had non-licensed guns, some made up stuff. Now you see Call of Duty made up. With doing this, that's where I think the game's gone wrong. Like the gameplay in Advanced Warfare, the XO movement was new. And then Black Ops, and then they used the XO movement and then advanced it into like the advanced movement system, which it merged well, but it's always still the guns for me that just grated on me. But it was new, it was gameplay, it was good. Now the Infinite Warfare drops, and then all of a sudden it's got the same jump movements as the previous card, the same specialist movements, and as the last card. And the new feature to this game is, well, I'm still looking for it, but as I say, as the games have gone on, the weapons are just getting more and more stupider, and even the classic guns in the game itself are not even licensed to have the real name. So why even call them classic guns? Why don't they just bring them out as something else? And I say with energy weapons, see, in the world that Call of Duty created for itself in the story itself used energy weapons and ballistic weapons, which to be honest, they should have gone with one or the other. You see, I can see the implications of it being tactical when it comes to space battles in their big space cruisers, which are very hard to move and maneuver pretty easy. So energy weapons in space like that will be a good tactical advantage to know. So like your soldiers, your pilots know where the bullet trails are coming on, and vice versa for the enemy. So tactically, the energy weapons in space between battle cruisers is fine, but when you implement that technology into your infantry soldiers themselves, with the fact that they've got robots, so in the world again they've created these robot machines like their foot soldiers, and whoever made them, make them out of tin, because wouldn't you make something up, when you make something like that, you'd want it to be bulletproof, and you want it to be laser proof. I mean, the walls are laser proof, because when you shoot, well, I keep saying laser, it's an energy weapon, it's not even a laser, but when you shoot them it has rebound. So wouldn't you make the robots, these robot infantry, add the same stuff to make the walls with, because then energy weapons would be useless against them. Makes sense. And then, as I say, the thoughts going behind energy weapons is just ridiculous. Like when you go to create a gun, you want it to be practical, you want it to be easy to use weapons and quite powerful and straight to the point. So with them thoughts going into the thoughts in the world of Call of Duty, making these energy weapons, what will be the practical implication of them? None. Not that I think anyway, because ballistics have recoil due to kinetic energy. With the hammer, they've got to like knock the bullet for the bullet to shoot out, but in energy weapons that mechanism is not there, but it still has the recoil as if it is. So what's the advantage in that? None. You see, ballistic weapons can have penetration damage, energy weapons bounce. So they're just as dangerous. So to me, that's quite dangerous in close quarters. And then you think, oh, the ammo, but then the ammo still comes in clips. So there's no difference between an energy weapon and a ballistic weapon. And by ballistics came before the energy in this world. So why move on to the energy weapons for your infantry soldiers? There's no practical use for them. None whatsoever. So with that's why I've gone off Call of Duty. These guns are getting ridiculous with the energy. I just want ballistic real world guns. I enjoy the game more. I enjoy the gameplay and suppose the setting, but the guns have got to be more real than what you've got now. In fact, just bring back the real world guns. I can guarantee a lot of people will enjoy it that little bit more better. Thanks for your time. If you've stuck it to this far into the video, thank you very much. Um, yeah, and you can always say that I can always get the Modern Warfare remastered, real world guns, but with saying that, I'm looking for the next new Call of Duty. It's just a way to do it. And real world guns, going back to a game that I played 10 years ago just to use real world guns, I'm really considering it. Now, how stupid's that? Now, a lot of people have already considered it and didn't even consider it, and when I done it, I should have been one of them people, but I wasn't. I was giving it a bit of hope. I had a feeling things would die down on the beta with the spawn and that. They have the gameplay on the game is good, but the thing that's crazy to me over like especially the last 3 Call of Duties, is definitely the make-believe guns. Now, I believe they must have to pay out some sort of license for real world guns, and they certainly cut back on that. Now, to make these worlds that they're making, these futuristic worlds, they have to make futuristic guns, but then it adds to the supply drop thing that they've got going on. Because if they can bring out a gun, just design it in the bedroom, implement it in the game, call it the toenail, it shoots 3 laser beams and then 1 bullet, and then they go, well, that's now we can make all kinds with that. We can make it like super strong, and that's where they get the supply drop things from. These make believe guns, they can make believe their own rules. There's nothing to compare them to. And that's the very thing that has grated me over the last few Call of Duties. And you can compare guns to real world guns in game quite easily. We've known it from the older Call of Duties. Yeah, and the ones that grate me off the most are these energy weapons that no one knows really nothing about. Not even the people who designed it. All they know is that they can make an energy weapon and they can give it perks, and then they can change them perks to the same gun, put in a supply drop, and then give you the same gun with different perks. What kind of practical use is that? It's only use really to make us want them more and to sell them better. You know, how many times do you want the same gun with slightly different things? One can shoot further, one can shoot a little faster, one doesn't have recoil. I mean, that's what the aim attachments are for. Or they want us to get attached. Well, the next Call of Duty will probably have perks for your guns in supply drops. Now, I wouldn't be surprised in that. As I was saying, thanks for watching the video, and I'm enjoying the gameplay of Call of Duty Inflid Warfare, but as for the guns, I haven't been enjoying them in this game whatsoever, or the last game, and the game before that. Bring back them real world guns, people will enjoy the game more with something